I love Craigslist misconnections.
I'm genuinely so embarrassed about what happened during my physical this morning. Maybe mortified is a better term to use. It's obviously been a while since I've had hands other than my own touching down there. And while I know it was merely an annual medical checkup, my magic love wand evidently has a mind of its own. Sorry for the magic reference. I'm a fan of Harry Potter, but not in a creepy way like that.
This made it worse, dude.
Get ready to be underwhelmed. This is the Adam Smasher Show, uncensored, with your host, 5-time terminated employee, unemployment line regular, Taco Bell Kima Customer of the Month, June 2012, and the worst show intro writer you've ever heard. You didn't think I wrote this shit, did you? Adam Smasher.
What's going on? This is episode 2, and it is gonna suck.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, Lou is here from Barbershop Talk with Lou and Gore, which is one of my favorite shows here on Vinyl Trap Radio. And you actually own a barbershop, too, so that's not just a thing.
No, it's not.
How different is your barbershop from, like, like the barbershop, the movie, like Ice Cube, and not like that at all?
Man, a little bit different.
A little bit
different. But same type of vibe, though. You know, the old school, classic, authentic barbershop experience.
When I grew up in my hometown, I was telling you I'm from South Louisiana. We had this guy, and he was the only barber in town. His name was Wooger. It's Wooger's Barbershop. Wooger's Barbershop. And it was the crappiest little place, man. And Wooger didn't even give a good haircut, okay? But you just went to Wooger's Barbershop. That's what you did. I saw today, I don't know if you saw this, one of the Jenner girls, they have twins, right?
Right.
It's the 2 youngest ones. They had a baby. One of them had a baby, and she named it Stormy with an I. Stormi. Lou, I never thought it would be possible for me to hate a baby, but I hate this baby. I hate the baby.
Well, it's the Kardashians, dude. I mean, you also got what's Kanye's Chicago,
and is there any chance of those kids growing up to be semi-normal?
Absolutely not.
No, it is not. It is not. All right, so coming up today, I'm going to have my friend on who is. He's a personal trainer, but I like him for a specific reason because he is starting this thing. He's focusing on dads and fighting the dad bod. Hey, do you know what the dad bod is?
Kind of like me.
I mean, you kind of like, you're not like severely overweight, but you're kind of like just unshapely, I guess.
Not ripped.
He's really good, though, and we're going to talk to him here coming up, some easy things for you to do. I always find it hard. Man, it's hard to get in shape.
Ooh, it is. 1,
I love to eat, and 2, I hate to exercise. And those things really don't go together when you're trying to get in shape. But I tell you what I did is... I don't know why it's so hard to get motivated to get in shape, because when you do get in shape, you feel great. And you're like, yeah, why don't I do this all the time? And then you're like, oh, cookies, I don't know.
No, and it's a time, too, because somebody can say you can work out for an hour, and it's an hour, and you feel good. But no, you got to wake up early, and then you got to drive wherever you're going. That's 15, 20 minutes, and then go home and shower up. That's about 2.5 hours. Time out of your day.
Well, this guy, I like him because, and do you use your kids as an excuse for things? I use my kids.
Always.
It's the greatest. Having kids, you can use it. You can get out of stuff. You're like, oh, can't find a sitter. Sorry. Oh, damn. But this guy, I like him because he has 6 kids, and he has 6 kids, and he has 2 giant mastiffs. Okay, yeah. His house is full. This guy has to drive a freaking conversion van, okay?
Yeah.
So he has the day-to-day stuff just like we do, but he's in shape, but He does have some help because he's a Marine, so he has that discipline.
Sure.
He's all about discipline, right? I'm a compulsive eater. I'm an emotional eater. When I get sad or upset, Lou, I drown my feelings in like cookies or cake or whatever.
Is that your sin right there? The cookies, the sweets get you?
Yeah, the sweets get me. My wife is, I hate her because she is skinny after 2 kids. She still has a flat stomach, and she eats whatever she wants, but she picks and eats like a bird. I eat like a hippopotamus. I don't know, so whatever. And it's around Mardi Gras time, so the king cakes.
Oh, yeah.
And I swear to God, we have a king cake in our house like at all times. And I walk by it, and I'm just like, and I'll walk by it, and I'll kind of glare at it, and I'll keep walking. Then I'll pace and just look at the king cake until I give in. It's ridiculous.
I fought for the Doritos, the late night Doritos, 11:30, 12 o'clock, midnight Doritos. Man, that kills me.
The original like, nacho cheese or Cool Ranch or what?
Whatever. Has Dorito on it.
Okay, the CEO of Doritos is a woman, and she came out and said they were developing Doritos for women. Did you see this?
I saw part of that, yeah.
Yeah, so the Doritos for women, basically it's, her idea is less crunchy because all of that noise, right?
Yeah.
Less cheesy because you don't want to be having the orange dust all over your hand, which is like the best part.
Hey, if a chick wants to lick their fingers with some Doritos, lick your fingers with your Doritos.
Look, do what you want to do. Basically, is I'm tired of people getting offended and people. We have to look a certain way. You have to be a certain way. Just if you want to eat Doritos and chug Mountain Dew and take your baby to Walmart with no shoes and they're chugging Mountain Dew out of do whatever. All right, go ahead. I don't care. It doesn't affect me whatsoever. So
get your dad bod on.
Yeah, get your dad bod on. But my friend, again, he has 6 kids, and I don't know about you. We were talking about you have 2 kids, right?
I do.
Is boys?
2 boys.
Okay, I have 2 boys as well. And mine are 10 and 7. Honestly, I cannot imagine having one more. In fact, I didn't even want to have 2. I was good with 1.
That's it.
And I used that against the second one whenever he and I'm like, yeah, I never even wanted you. Go to your room. Stop crying.
But Dad.
Stop it. God. My worst mistake I ever made. No, but I don't want. I stopped at 2. I can't imagine handling more than 2. You see these people with like 6, 7 kids. How the hell do you keep up with that? Like, it takes a special person.
Or 2 or 3. You got to have help.
You have a friend who has like 6 kids.
Yeah. Quintuplets and
quintuplets.
Female quintuplets, little girls. Man, that's a household full of females.
Yeah, I met a guy once. He had 7 girls, all his, 7 plus his wife. And I said,
gosh.
How do you survive? And he said, I work 3rd shift, and that's the only way I can survive. Because if I was on their schedule, I would friggin' blow my brains out.
God,
you know, because. And I think this is true probably, like little boys can be like whiny and stuff, and little girls usually keep to themselves, but when the girls turn to like junior high and teenagers,
it's a mess.
It's over. My friend told me one time they looked at her girl was probably about 16 at the time, and at the end of the day she went upstairs and went to the bedroom, and her and her husband are sitting there in bed, and she just looks at him and she goes, God, Emma is such a bitch. And he said, I know. I can imagine dealing with 7 of those. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, you know, boys are they're little bowling balls. They'll get hurt, they jump around, they wrestle, they get into shit like that. And the girls are all nice and cute. At least at this age where my kids are at, you know, the 5, 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds. You know, the girls are doing artwork, playing with dolls, all being nice and cute and pretty. You know, oh, girls look so easy. But yeah, I wouldn't trade that though for 15, 18 years old.
No, my kids, I don't know about yours. Mine are like they are all like farting machines. They think it's hilarious. And see, women don't realize we've thought that was funny since an early age. Yeah. It's just for whatever reason, they'll be sitting there and my 10-year-old, he's reading a book or he's watching with his headphones on the iPad, like YouTube Kids, and he'll just, and then he'll get this little look on his face. He go, and he'll just go back to doing what he's doing. You know,
mine rip it all around the house if they can, and if they don't have any more gas to rip, they're over here under the arm and think it's freaking hilarious.
I made the mistake of teaching my 7-year-old how to do that. My kids never laughed so hard as when they love to tell this story. They were in Whataburger with their mom, and they were sitting down. They sat down, you know, those plastic booths.
Yeah.
And Katie, my wife, she probably wouldn't like me telling this, but she, for whatever reason, she had to let one go, and she thought it was going to be silent, right? And it rattled off the booth.
Vibration.
They lost it. They were crying, laughing. They thought it was so funny. Yes. Mommy farts too.
I just figured that out when I got married.
Really?
I didn't think girls tooted, man, or took poops.
No, women, and I've had this theory for a long time. Being on the radio, I've always had, hey, you got to watch what you say. Hey, I've always worked for radio stations that were more female targeted, so you don't want to be, talk gross guy talk. You're going to turn off the females. But I've always had this theory that women are way dirtier and grosser than guys. And it's evident when every woman always tells me, like, oh, the guy's bathroom is disgusting, and a woman's like, you should see the women's bathroom. It's twice as gross. And when they get together, like a girl and a bunch of her friends, they talk about some gross stuff, all right? And they get way more in detail and graphic than we do, I always tell people that you should automatically assume that all your wife's friends know what your penis looks like. They do. They know what you do. They know how you do it. Absolutely.
My penis?
Yeah, absolutely. Your wife. Oh, come on. Your wife talks to her girlfriends about that stuff.
Oh, hell.
Yeah, totally. Totally happens.
They used to call me the Hispanic Titanic.
Oh, come on now. Come on.
And then people always tell me that it sank.
We all know that Leon has the biggest around here, and
let's not make that so.
Yeah. I know how you brothers roll. Come on now. I went to school. I had some brothers play on my football team.
I had one of those on my football team too, man.
They were the only ones that were walking around just naked. They don't care, and they shouldn't. Impressed. Hey, coming up, Lou got a phone call from his wife about his kid at school. Hilarious. Hold on. You've been through this. We'll talk about it coming up.
Adam Smasher Show coming up on Final Draft Radio. Watch us on Facebook Live at Final Draft Radio or stream us on YouTube. Go to vinyldraftradio.com.